Hello and bienvenue. I am Joker, the full metal Joker. Now, before I get started with the topic at hand, I have to let you know two things. One, if you do not like what has to be said, please remove yourself from this video. Two, everything I have to say is mostly opinion based with a lining of truth. But if you feel like I'm wrong in certain areas, or need more information than others, please feel free to contact me. You should already know how to do this by now. With that being said, there's been a lot of stuff going on with YouTube as of late. Now I know, this isn't my first video talking about stuff like this, but apparently with everything that's been going on, this really needs to be talked about. Now, I know some of you are asking, well, what are you talking about? Well, one of the things that I need to cover is apparently, as of December 10th, 2019, there's going to be a new addition to the TOS, which includes that if your account is no longer commercially viable, they have the right to terminate your account. That's right. It's no warning, no 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes, you're out. Nah, if they deem your account not commercially viable, they will remove your account. Now, I know some of you are going, well, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to say it to you like this. This is my theory. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But it goes like this. If you make any waves and you do something that makes YouTube harder to get more advertisements, or you do anything that makes YouTube look bad as a company, they will remove your account. Now, a lot of YouTubers are breathing a sigh of relief. Why? Because they've been doing this for years. The past few years, they've been putting accounts in hiatus, they've been shutting down accounts, they've been completely removing accounts. And now that they've got this right here set in stone, we have something to look at, and not them doing something and us wondering why. Another thing that we need to discuss is apparently YouTube has been removing people's ability to receive ad revenue. They've been, for some reason, removing that from accounts that, for the most part, are following their guidelines. And when they do this, when they remove your monetization, they keep a hold of your money. And quite a few people, that how they pay the bills, they sit here and they remove their ability to earn any kind of revenue, and then they hold that money. Now, luckily, there's been quite a few YouTubers that's been slowly but surely getting their money back, getting that money that they've earned from people enjoying their content through super chats and whatnot. So, with that finally being taken care of, that's a sigh of relief, but there's still people affected that shouldn't be affected. Also, now I know there's more, still not good news. There's people pretending to be advertisers just to get the required information, to take over channels, to post whatever, to help people go to their scam site so they can take money from people. Now, this isn't just stuff that's been happening to small YouTubers, it's been happening to mid-range YouTubers, to people with 1 or 2 million subs. They've been hit hard from this, and YouTube's apparently not doing anything about it, even though they're supposed to be protecting people's accounts from scams like this. So that's another thing. Now, last but not least, the final thing that's been hurting YouTube, well, the people that have to do YouTube stuff, it's not necessarily YouTube's fault, but I feel how they're dealing with it is wrong. There's been something that's been going on as of late let me pull it up. Sorry for that. Here we go. The thing with COPPA, it's a new government regulation that apparently, if you don't follow their guidelines, there's going to be an over $4,000 fine coming your way. Not to YouTube, to the individual person that has a channel. And this has to do with, like, if you're doing adult content and you're setting it up for a child-friendly channel and children see it, you can get hit like that. Or you claim that you're not a child-friendly account and they feel that your channel is child-friendly, you can get hit from that. And the thing is, how they set up the rules for whether it's child-friendly or not are somewhat vague, but if you're someone like you just talk about the news and stuff like that, you're most likely not going to be hit. But if you're doing things like Let's Plays, box openings, unboxing, stuff like that, or you're messing with toys or comic book reviews or any kind of animation stuff with cartoons and whatnot, you may get hit with this. And like I said, it goes either way. If you're an adult channel, a channel meant for teenagers and adults, and you market kid-friendly and they feel that you screwed up, you'll get hit. And same with the reverse. And this is not necessarily YouTube's fault. If you want to point the finger of shame when it comes to stuff like that, you need to point at these families, these helicopter parents that sit here that either A, want to be overprotective of their children and go, no, you can't watch this, no, you can't watch that kind of stuff, or it's these parents that don't want to raise their kids at all, that don't want to do proper parenting skills, making sure that the kids are not watching inappropriate things for their age, and just want the government to do it for them. Those are the people you need to blame on. Now, how YouTube's implementing this, yes, I cannot agree with it, but this is pretty messed up. And with how things are going, a lot of channels are going to be affected. And because of all this stuff going on, there's quite a few YouTubers that have decided to leave YouTube, that are doing various other platforms, like doing just regular audio-only podcasts that they put on Spotify, or they're just going all out and just doing that and posting stuff on BitChute, or going to DLive, going far away from YouTube because YouTube's messed up. And apparently, if this COPPA thing goes in full force, none of these other platforms are protected. They have to follow with these COPPA guidelines that will screw over a lot of channels. So, if you want to make sure that this thing gets removed, there is a thing that you can sign, and there's quite a few YouTubers that are talking about it that can explain it way better than I can. So please check them out. I'll have all this information in the description below. And with that being said, if you enjoy the content that I produce, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support this channel even further, feel free to check out my Patreon and PayPal me. However you choose to support this channel is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and good luck.